the Nigerian Air Force have just done that.
We need to announce the arrival of the former governor of Enugu State, His Excellency, Barrister Sullivan Ihana Chime. Sullivan Chima Batago. I see him no. Sally.
You are welcome, sir. Chief Doctor Sir J. Ezu Kafo. Ezu do. Because at the same time, we welcome you his commission. In the best of Dr. Emeka Wato, you are all welcome, sir. I want to confess my love for you. You are all that and I'm in the busy road. You are welcome, sir. Tomorrow is here. You are welcome, His Excellency.
Your Excellency, the governor-elect of Enugu State is here. Now that he's here, we want to also Governor Enugu State. Francis, thank you.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen,
That is it. His Excellency, Right Honorable Dr. Ifeanyi Lawrence Ugwani, CON, has just arrived and he has taken the final salute as Executive Governor of Enugu State. If we can clap to
Thank you. Ifeanyi Martin Society, do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will preserve, protect, defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God. Ladies and gentlemen, Ifeanyi Martin Society, do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and as the Deputy Governor of Enugu State, I will discharge my duty to the best of my ability. faithfully and in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the law, and always in interest of sovereignty, integrity, solidarity, well-being and prosperity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I will strive to preserve the fundamental objectives and directive principles of state policy contained in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I will not allow my personal interest to influence my official conduct or my official decisions. And I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will abide by the code of conduct contained in the 5th schedule to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That in all circumstances, I will do right to all manner of people according to law, without fear or favor, affection or ill will. And I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as Deputy Governor of Enugu State, except as may be required for the due discharge of my duties as Deputy Governor of Enugu State. So help me God.
They can leave now. They can come down. They can come down. Take it out here.
And I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God. I, Peter Mbah, do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that as the Governor of Enugu State, I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability, faithfully and in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the law, and always in the interest of the sovereign, integrity, solidarity, well-being, and prosperity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will strive to preserve the fundamental objectives and directive principles of state policy contained in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will exercise the authority vested in me as governor so as not to impede or prejudice the authority lawfully vested in the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and so as not to endanger the continuance of federal government in Nigeria. That I will not allow my personal interest to influence my official conduct or my official decisions. That I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will abide by the code of conduct contained in the 5th schedule to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That in all circumstances, I will do right to all manner of people according to law, without fear or favor, affection or ill will. That I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person, any matter, which shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as Governor of Enugu State, except as may be required for the due discharge of my duties as Governor, and that I will devote myself to the service and well-being of the people of Nigeria. So help me God.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have a new governor in both of people and the recent past. Thank you. The essential document for the new governor of Enugu State. Dr. Peter come.
Rise up for the national anthem, please.
If you are snapping, take your shot and leave, abeg. As if they are snapping, let them take their shot and leave. No, not be you.
Let me finish. When they finish now. Over here.
And overall parade commander SP Ikenna John Ebeni, His Excellency Brandian Chairrubber, Executive Governor Dr. Barrister Peter Ndubisi Mbah.
2023 Governorship Inauguration Parade, sponsored by men of the Nigeria Police Force and Enugu State Command. Therefore, programs for pledging, officer commanders, ex-officer commanders, and 168 NCOs, commanded by Superintendent of Police, Ikenna John Ebeni. Parade conduct are ready for inspection. Your Excellency.
And that is the parade commander formally inviting His Excellency to first take an inspection of the parade. And you can see the parade motorcade ably driven by Inspector Anne. And at this moment, we expect us to please maintain silence, because this is a very important aspect of this ceremony. His Excellency will be going to inspect CEO to face. These are the ones hearing the flag. And it requires us to also know that the overall parade drill instructor for this parade is no other parade Major Uncle John. It is supported by the 2 Sergeant Major. There is no other than Asado, of course, and ONE in of the guard is commanded by a Deputy Superintendent of Police, and the guard commander also have with him or her sub-guard commanders. I'm interested to know that the state graduate of law from Kano State, and they also have with him DSP Ezekwesi Ndukwe, who is from then the local government area from local government area of Kano State, the graduate of biochemistry from Police Academy Kano State, and to Ashura, we also have as a sub-guard commander DSP Divine from Abasa local government area, Maria State, graduate of BSc Economics from Police Academy Kano State. We also have the second sub-commander in the person of BSc like Victoria. She is a native of Koko local government area of Igbo State, graduate of psychology from Police Academy. Kano State. And the last but not the least is DSP Ami Justin. He's the one bearing the EOD flag. He's a native of Eastern graduate of computer science from Police Academy, Wode, Kano State. After having very successfully inspected the parade, His Excellency has come back to the saluting dice where the real business of it. Bearing the Nigeria national flag, which, as a matter of fact, was designed in the year 1959, and it was first officially hoisted on 1st October 1960. As a matter of fact, for a quick reminder, be reminded that the national flag of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has 3 vertical bands of green, white, green colors. The parade commander is 2IC. The parade commander, SC Kenya, approaching the saluting dice when His Excellency is very well positioned his position. Like I mentioned earlier, this guard is commanded by DSP Onishi Henry, who also doubles as the second in command to the parade commander. He's supported by DSP Owana Success, DSP Ezekwesi Ndukwe, and Gatu, the special guard of this event, made up fully and wholly of female only, is ably commanded by DSP Udeziribo, and she's supported by sub-commanders DSP Mwangwa Divine and DSP Mwala Victoria Chidema. If you're not clapping, if you're close to them, and I'm sure you're seeing what they're doing, you're expected to clap to encourage them. And the very compact theme of this exercise, the compact thing has just approached. His Excellency, please, if you are a commission officer and you are nearby where they are, please stand up and ensure you give a salute, because this team is one thing you don't want to joke with. Like I mentioned earlier, the MPF flag is heavily manned by DSP, and all of them are on DSP. And you have the Gatri, as a matter of fact, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to inform you that Gatri, to balance the equation, is made up solely of men. There is no female in this guard. And that is exactly what the parade is all about. The last but not the least guard, the rear guard, ably commanded by DSP Anyanwu Ngozi Helen, has just made pass. His Excellency, very formally, and in a very emotional way, will be leaving the Nigerian Police Force, having meritoriously served the nation and has put in the required number of years of service. He will be leaving the Nigerian Police Force. If you are not clapping, you are not doing the needful. On a day like this, you need to clap. That is Guard 1. They have just approached His Excellency, and they have turned to the right, turned their eyes to the right. The second guard, ably commanded by DSP Joy, made up solely of women, have just approached the saluting guys, and they have walked past stage with eyes right to His Excellency. And the color party just approached His Excellency. The 7 colors have been represented here: the national flag, the Nigerian Police Force flag, the PM, the UN, United Nations peacekeeping flag, the EOD flag, the BMF flag, the EOD flag, and the SPU flag. The Gatri also just walked past His Excellency with complete march.
The newly sworn-in Deputy Governor of Enugu State, Barrister Ifeanyi Osai. Your Excellency, the immediate past Governor of Enugu State, Right Honorable Ifeanyi Chukwu the Great. Your Excellency, permit me to begin this address by expressing my immense gratitude to God. I'm also most grateful to the great people of Enugu State for the opportunity they have given me to serve them as their governor. I will forever be grateful to you for this honor. Let me also thank all those who contributed to the success of this governorship struggle. It began as a tiny conception, as small as a mustard seed. Today, it has acquired a life of its own. Time constrains me from naming all of you one by one who contributed to the maturation of this idea. However, let me be quick to put on record the invaluable contribution of the immediate past governor of Enugu State, Right Honorable Ifeanyi Chukwu the Great, to what we are celebrating today. Posterity will certainly be kind to you for your deep sense of patriotism. To you all, I remain forever grateful. Today is a historic day in the life of Enugu. Again, Providence is placing Enugu State at the threshold of history. As offsprings and heads of a great historic heritage, we are aware of our proud and lofty past. Right on this soil, our forebears worked relentlessly for the greatness of Nigeria. We are inheritors of centuries of pedigree of hardworking, industrious, and brave Igbo race. Our forebears to produce the coal that powered Europe and grew her economy, extracting the black gold locked inside the bowels of the earth. We thus cannot be repositories of this great history and yet be laden with poverty and want. It will be unacceptable for us to be heritages of those massive resources that are still buried in the bowels of our soil and yet be trapped in underdevelopment. It is a contradiction of immense proportion which we are poised to unravel. We cannot afford to delink from our glorious past. The son of Enugu boasted of retinue of great leaders and committed followers. The legendary Dr. Michael Opara, whose astounding leadership qualities later got celebrated decades after in Ivy League universities like Stanford, demonstrated the component of his leadership ability right here in the soil of Enugu. The soil of Enugu has always been a fertile ground for growth of leadership. Nnamdi Azikiwe, Akangu Ibiam, and others who administered Igbo land right from this soil of Enugu exhibited memorable leadership aided by the great support offered them by our people. They administered a great people who gave their leadership abilities ample and fertile soil to flourish and flower. These are the testaments that point to the fact that greatness runs in our DNA. This is the sort of greatness that the soil of Enugu breeds. For 6 months, I traversed the length and breadth of Enugu State, visiting 68 development centers that make up this land of history. During this time, I listened to you, saw your challenges in the midst of considerable resources, and felt your pains. But I saw that you remained hopeful of a better tomorrow. 2 very instructive anecdotes explain the future that is here today for Ndi Enugu. One is a narrative of an imaginary youth, whom I shall call Emeka, who plies his craft right here on the soil of Enugu State. Like many young men who struggle with existential survival issues in Nigeria, life was becoming an excruciating and lost battle to Emeka. He had gone through the unease of struggling to study, and here he was, with a certificate that looked worthless. So Emeka decided to join the now popular Japa movement. Life must be blooming on the other side of Europe, he thought. So he was enfolded into a ship that travels on the Mediterranean. Hope was beginning to build in him as the ship taking him to a new life that he had conjured. That hope suddenly evaporated. The ship sunk, and the Mediterranean Sea swallowed Emeka and his lofty dream.
The prepared government.
Conversely, is the other youth, whom I shall call Ikechukwu. Like Emeka, life was troubling for him too. He scarcely could make ends meet. He also struggled to go through school. Life must be tough. He suddenly woke up to the creative journey in him. Ikechukwu, with friends in Ogui, was able to develop an app, and before he knew it, entered his creative genius product in a global contest. All of a sudden, he won a prize in Dubai, and the world stood still for that hitherto hopeless boy previously roaming the streets of Enugu. The above anecdotes spoke to the power of ideas as against the escapist belief in the redemptive power of Japa. The two of them, Emeka and Ikechukwu, live in this city. The question that our administration is asking is, How many of Ikechukwus do we want to produce?
A prepared governor.
How do we stem the tide of the Emekas? How do we address the hopelessness among Enugu youth? Beyond anecdotes.
Touching. Prepared governor. Capacity speaking.
Why